Hey everybody, John Caspers here, Beck's field agronomist, northeastern Iowa.
And Pat Holloway, field agronomist in southwest Iowa.
So Pat, it's that time of the year. Frost is one of the things on people's minds. What do you look for in a corn plant to tell any of your growers or educate any of your growers about corn and frost damage?
Yeah, and so first of all, we had a very good planting window in a lot of Iowa, and so we got a lot of corn and soybeans in early. And so with corn, we're going to have a lot of corn that's in that emergent stage. So in something similar to this, and the good thing with corn is that growing point remains below ground until about V5. So we still have several weeks before that growing point is going to get above ground. So we can frost or kill these leaves at the above the ground here, and that corn plant's going to be able to regrow through that with some time. Now it's going to look a little ugly for a while if that happens, but it will grow through that eventually. So on soybeans, you know, obviously, as I mentioned, we have a lot of soybeans in the ground. Well, what are the key considerations with soybeans, John?
Yeah, Pat. So with a lot of this early planting of soybeans in the past couple of years, we got a significant amount of our soybeans in the ground already. They've even started to emerge or started to hook up. That hypocotyl starting to break through the ground. Some may be getting to that cotyledon stage, potentially even as far as unifoliate stage. So that hypocotyl stage, or that hook in the ground, is going to be your most susceptible piece. Once they get that, they get big and tough like you and hit that cotyledon, and they can handle a little bit more. And then once they're out of that cotyledon stage, that unifoliate, they become a little bit more susceptible to it again at that point. That cotyledon stage lets them kind of harden off a little bit or just toughen up. So in my short career, I've seen a lot of different issues with frost in fields. There's no discernible pattern to it. The low areas get nuked a little more. With your longer career, what have you seen as far as field conditions go and how frost affects those fields?
Yeah, and every time frost is always it seems like it throws a different curveball, but a lot of times commonalities we see and where we see more problems is low areas, like you mentioned, protected areas, because if we do have some breeze or some wind, that does help keep our temperatures up a little more. And then also residue covers a big part of it. No-till fields, in the past I've seen where they take it a little harder. The more work soils that are dark, they have more radiant energy that'll keep that plant just a little bit warmer during those early morning hours when it is colder. And so those are kind of some key things that we often see differences that can vary from one field to the next or one part to the next. And so hopefully the forecast shows that we're going to be, you know, probably a little warmer than what is a real problem, but we will keep we'll provide another update if we do see some significant damage and how to evaluate that at that point.
So hopefully we don't have to update this video. Have fun, guys.